Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing my TBR game, Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos. I'm so sorry I did not post my April TBR. I actually filmed it. It was sitting on my computer to edit. It just literally slipped my mind until the last week of May. So I just scrapped that video. I have been reading through that list, but it's lost to the abyss now. And today we're going to be filming my, did I say April? I meant my May TBR. And today we're going to be doing my June TBR this year. Wow. So normally I would say if you're interested in what books I was supposed to read in the month of May, you could check out the video I list in the cards, but I guess not today. I play a game called Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos. I select 15 to 20 books off my shelf that intrigue me. Continuations of series, new releases I'm excited to get to, books I've heard people chatting about, whatever's calling to me. I line them up. We have our challenge prompts. I randomly place my Kindle, my hard prompts, and my easy prompts in the lineup, and then we roll the dice and see what the TBR gods have in store for us that month. I do 5 rolls, and I end up with more than 5 books on my TBR almost every month due to doubles and challenges. I pull a challenge prompt if I get a double. Did I say that? Can you tell I'm having a little bit of squirrel brain today? It's a beautiful sunny day and I want to get my filming done so I can get outside to read in my hammock. I feel really good about the lineup of books that I have set up for us. I have some beautiful tulips in the background that my husband bought for me. I think there's such a gorgeous color. So I'm going to stop chatting your ear off. Oh, except I'm not, because my reading has been so slow in 2025. However, I only have 2 weeks left at one of my jobs. Then we have a seasonal break for summer-ish. And can I tell you how freaking excited I am? I'm going to be back on my YouTube game. Knock on wood. I'm going to read so much. I'm going to spend so much time with my boys in the sunshine. It's going to be glorious. If you didn't know, I've been working 3 jobs since October and I'm tired. Now I'm going to stop rambling and let's go set up our game, Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos, and I'll meet you right back here with my picks. I'm so excited to set up Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos for the month of June. This is what I have set up so far. We do need to place the Kindle, so we have in the numbers 2 to 12, and it is going in spot number 2, which is right here. And now the bin of hard prompts is going in spot 7, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. And the bin of easy prompts is in spot number 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be right here. The sun is shining. I'm in such a reading mood. I cannot wait to see which books are chosen. I would be happy with literally any of these picks, which is why I set them up on my TBR game for today. But we are just going to hop right in with roll number 1. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an easy prompt. I do shuffle up the prompts, like I dump them out, move them around and put them back in before playing each time. POC rep, so this could be characters, author, anything like that. I had quite a number of options on my Kindle. That is my gut instinct to choose, but I really am trying to read down my physical TBR. And I don't know the ethnicity of all of the authors here, but I am going to go with Spy Family Manga. So Tatsue Endo, I am so sorry if I mispronounced that, is Japanese, I believe. So I'm going to continue with my Spy Family journey with the 7th installment in the series. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Roll number 2. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. So I've finished the Red Queen series in May, and this is 4.5. It's a collection of short stories, kind of like a really extended epilogue, but it's over 400 pages. And honestly, I'm asking you guys if this is necessary. I'll talk about it more in the face-to-face. It's going on the TBR technically as of right now, but we'll see. Roll number 3. Ooh, 10 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. I don't even fully know what this book is about. It's Devney Perry's Romanticide. It's a new release, but I just had to buy it. So I'm so excited to get this on the official TBR. As that was doubles, we do need to pull out of this challenge jar. Ooh, I need to add a book. Secret TBRs, like I have, video plans coming up. So I'm going to add those books. And not tell you what the video is. Okay, I can do that. Roll number 4. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh dear. Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. Wyatt will be happy I chose this one. He's been wanting me to read it because he likes the cover. All right, roll number 5, final roll. 2, which is doubles. So 2 is my Kindle, so I can choose any book on my Kindle, whether that's Kindle Unlimited or books that I own on there. So I will do that after, but we also have a challenge. Ooh, this is the first time I've gotten this. So I added this after being inspired by Steph from Once Upon a Bookish Steph. She uses the Goodreads recommendations on her profile and randomly generates 4 categories and a book within each category, and then spins a wheel. And that's the book she reads. That's kind of chaotic. I'm going to do that off camera, but I'm really excited. This could be a wild card. We'll see what fate has in store for me. Roll number 1, I got the prompt POC rep, person of color representation. That can be the author, that can be main characters in the book. There are so many options that are on my TBR, not a ton in my lineup. My Kindle, I have so many options on my Kindle, but instead of getting overwhelmed with options, starting a bunch of new series, and there are a couple series that I'm in the middle of that I don't have the next book I need to read yet that are written by a person of color. So I am going with Spy Family Volume 7. I could not think of the word volume when I filmed a couple minutes ago. I have been really enjoying this manga series. To start off, we're following a super spy named Twilight, and his next mission is to infiltrate this really prestigious boarding school In order to do that, you need to have a very smart child. So he goes to adopt a child. They like traditional family values, so he had to go scrounge up a wife, and they get into so many shenanigans. I find myself smiling while reading these. They are young adult. They're currently on my eldest son's bookshelf, but he likes to let me read them and then we chat about them. And I feel like I have to do some catching up. So, volume 7, this is also a bit of a gimme because I can read through this very quickly. Roll number 2, I got Broken Throne. Now, I did put this in the lineup. However, I literally this past week, as I'm filming this, finished War Storm, which is the official conclusion to the Red Queen series, book number 4. And I really loved book 1 and 2 of the Red Queen series, and books 3 and 4, I still enjoyed them. Just less. I didn't find the conclusion like overly satisfying, and now we have this additional nearly 500 page book that is 4.5. Like an extended epilogue. It is short stories. I don't want to read the back in case it spoils anything from the main series, but okay, it says this must-have companion to the iconic Red Queen series. Includes 3 brand new short stories, as well as extra scenes, maps, family trees, flags, and much more. Do I need to read this? Am I going to love this? Then I'll read it. I know I don't need to read it because it's like supplementary. Is this good? Have you read the Red Queen series? Is this worth the read? Like, I don't want to waste my time. Especially since I didn't feel like the conclusion was that satisfying for me. Give me your feedback. This, I'm saying it might be an unhaul, but I actually have this series borrowed from a friend. So I might just be able to like give her series back. I don't know. Roll number 3 was doubles, so we do have a challenge prompt to go along with this, but I'm so excited. How gorgeous is Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. Devney Perry has a huge backlist that I'm super interested in so many of her series. I haven't read any of them. But when she released this, I saw it on Instagram. I knew I needed to have it. I had a gift card to Indigo, so I purchased it from there. This is her first romantasy. It says, fear the monsters we make. Being the sparrow isn't an honor, it's a trap. And this is published with Red Tower, who publishes like Fourth Wing and stuff. I think this is going to be a really entertaining time. Do I know what the plot is? Absolutely not. But these vibes, the forest, absolutely breathtaking. Honestly, I'm so excited for this one. The challenge for that is secret TBR. So I do have my vlogging schedule for the next couple of vlogs I want to do. And so secret TBR is I show you the books. They're on the official TBR now, so I can't back out of doing this video. But you don't know what the actual video is. You know what I mean? So there are 2 books I need to read for this video. I'm going to share them with you today, obviously, and they are on the official TBR, but you'll just have to wait and see. So we have Betrayed by PC Cast and Kristen Cast, the second book in the House of Night series. This series feels really nostalgic to me, but I reread Marked, the first book, and I was like, I loved this before. Like it was a weird experience. I've never had that feeling when reading a book that I thought I loved as a child or like a younger teen and rereading it and being so cringed out. Like usually I can enjoy things from a nostalgic point of view, but I didn't even have that. So we'll see how I feel about book number 2. And then also for that video, I'm going to be reading The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. Is this historical fiction? Or is this like fantasy TBR-esque. I'm not even sure. It says a forgotten history, a secret network of women, a legacy of poison and revenge. Welcome to the Lost Apothecary. I'm really excited for this. I think I'm going to enjoy it. I found this in a free little library close to me, which is exciting. So I was able to swap out a book, and this one is pretty short, just over 300 pages. Roll number 4, I got Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. Wyatt will be so excited. I have this on the official TBR because he really wants me to read this book for some reason. Wyatt is my middle son. He is my little book nerd after his mama. And he loves the cover of this book, and he's always like, why have you not read this book yet? He hasn't read it, but he wants me to. So Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer, a YA fantasy. No idea. So the kingdom divided by corruption, the king desperately holding it together, a girl willing to risk everything to bring it all crashing down. Sounds like a very standard YA fantasy series plot, but we shall see. I have not read anything by Bridget Kemmerer before. 5th and final roll, I rolled my Kindle, so I can choose any book that's contained on my Kindle. For this, I'm choosing The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is an OG fantasy series that I have been wanting to read for so long. I don't own them physically, so I think that's why I keep putting it off. But I realized that The Cruel Prince, the first book, is on Kindle Unlimited, so she's downloaded. I'm starting it. I think I'm going to love this series. I love the classic fae where they're like, they can't lie, they're tricky, there's a bunch of different creatures, like that sort of fantasy. So I'm hoping that I really love this. Even though I didn't read it when I was younger, I'm hoping it can still be enjoyable for me. And roll number 5 was doubles again, of course. And this time we got a prompt that we've never gotten before, a recent addition to my prompt jar for 2025, and it said Fate. I was inspired by Once Upon a Bookish Steph. She has this prompt in her TBR game, which she adapted Disney Villainous. I love watching her TBRs, so I will have her linked in my description box. If you haven't already, go show her some love. And so with this prompt, on your Goodreads app, there is a section with like picks just for you, or their recommendations based on your reading taste, your recent reviews, all of that. And so you select 4 books. First, I randomly generated 4 from the categories, and then I went through the categories and looked at books that I either owned physically or like had in the house. Maybe they're on my kids' shelves, spoiler alert. Series I've heard of and had at least a mild interest in. For some reason, so many of my picks are like really obscure manga series that I don't have access to, so I don't know why there are so many on my recommendations lists, but I don't really want to get into another really large manga series, so I skipped over those, and I didn't want to pull things that I literally have never heard of, no interest in. I'm gonna have a really hard time tracking down whatever. So step 1, I had 8 categories on there. You select which genres you're interested in, and I randomly generated 4. Category 8 came up twice, so that was young adult for me. So we have 2 young adult picks. I got category 6, which was sci-fi, and category 5, which was romance. So I went through those categories, numbered the books I was interested in, randomly generated from those lists, and got our 4 choices. This is really convoluted, but it was so much fun to do. So the 4 books that are on this list, the 2 young adult ones, we have The Maze Runner and One of Us is Lying. I feel like 2 very different. We have a dystopian and like a mystery thriller. From the sci-fi section, The Hitchhiker's Guide to Exploring the Galaxy, or whatever that's called, was the choice, which I've heard of for a long time. I thought that could be fun. And for the romance option, I got Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which is a series that I have been interested in for quite some time. So now we roll this wheel and see what the official pick is. This was so much fun to do, honestly. The Hitchhiker's Guide to Exploring the Galaxy, or whatever that's called, is my pick. I am going to have to get this from the library, but I've heard about this book from people who love sci-fi for a really long time. And that concludes my June TBR. These are the books I'm set to read this month. I have a really great variety in this stack, and I'm so excited to have more reading time. You'll have to let me know what you plan on reading in the month of June. If you enjoyed today's video, please do give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!